Hundreds of people have their eyes on what the state is going to do next with the reintroduction of wolves.
Some big news coming out of the Colorado Parks and Wildlife Commission today, including some good news for ranchers and word that another wolf has been shot. Your reporter in the mountains, Spencer Wilson, has been monitoring the situation all day. He joins us now live tonight. And Spencer, a lot of people are awaiting a big decision tonight.
Absolutely, that big decision on whether or not the board of the Colorado Parks and Wildlife will say yes or no to a petition issued by ranchers and stock growers in rural Colorado, mostly up in the high country, saying put a pause on reintroducing more wolves into Colorado. Right now, this very second, they're making that decision on the inside. We had to run outside to even come talk to you guys, but emotions were running high. More than 70 people put in their public comment to weigh in on this big decision.
I ask that the commissioners not be intimidated by the ag industry because they have the money and the political power, just like the petition to stop the release of the wolves from British Columbia.
You hear about some of these components of what needs to be fixed before this runaway train runs off that bridge.
The room was filled with tension on both sides of this argument, as it has been ever since the vote for wolf reintroduction passed in 2020. 3 wolves have died since reintroduction, and last month, Colorado Parks and Wildlife says one was shot and killed. Today, officials said a second wolf killed months ago had a bullet wound too, but didn't know if that was the cause of death. Shooting and killing a wolf is a felony offense. There has been progress in the reintroduction plan, though. There's now a specific definition of chronic depredation, which ranchers have been asking for since the introduction, allowing them better understanding of what they can do and what they can't do to defend against the animals. But it hasn't stopped their frustration with the goal to reintroduce wolves altogether.
Today I heard that I have to let these wolves attack my herd of cattle 3 times before I can really do anything about it. And I am asking you to understand the frustration that we feel.
While others are frustrated with the attempts to stop the reintroduction plan.
Because it will never be enough for those insistent on painting this as a failure. We need to focus on the other part of the picture, getting wolves restored and helping them thrive, because that is what the voters intended.
Now, there's a couple of things that we want to talk about in terms of these arguments on whether or not this proposition is going to actually go through, this petition that would pause the reintroduction of wolves, which we'll hear about very soon. Tori Mason, your reporter here in Denver, is going to be explaining the full outcome and even talk to those commissioners later. But because I don't have that answer yet for you guys, we do want to bring up the fact that they are trying to bring in range riders along the areas where they're reintroducing wolves, basically people on horseback who would try and stop those wolves from having issues. Problem is, they're not going to have them trained until April, and they're expecting to bring those new wolves in from British Columbia within the next month or so. So there's a little bit of disconnect there. That was one of those arguments they brought up. We'll let you know what they decide coming up later. Live in Denver, Spencer Wilson covering Colorado First.